Ruy Lopez opening, Morphy defense, Chigorin defense, 12.d5. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. The Ruy Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. a6 forces the bishop must choose between exchanging and withdrawing. ba4 safely retreats the bishop while keeping pressure on the knight. nf6 attacks the undefended e4 pawn and develops the knight at the same time. Castling gets the king out of the center and prepares to develop the rook to e1. b7 develops the dark squared bishop and prepares to castle. 1 rupee centralizes the rook and protects the e4 pawn. b5 gains space on the queen side and forces the bishop to the b3 square. bb3 is forced, but the bishop is well placed because it attacks the f7 square. d6 defends the e5 pawn and allows the light squared bishop to develop. c3 prepares the d2-d4 pawn break and clears the c2 square for the light squared bishop. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. h3 prevents black from developing the light squared bishop to g4, which would pin the knight and make it hard for white to play d4. na5 attacks the bishop and allows black to play the c5 pawn push. bc2 retreats the bishop and supports the e4 pawn. On the queen side, c5 occupies a space and has influence over d4. d4 takes space in the center, attacks the e5 and c5 pawns and allows the dark squared bishop to develop. qc7 develops the queen, protects the c5 and d6 pawns and opens up the d8 square. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. Games master. It is the final book action. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. A wise decision. It is quite good. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. It is ideal. Although the score was nearly equal, white now has the upper hand. It is incorrect. That's a decent move. That's good. Very precise. It is best. This activates a piece and simultaneously wins time by attacking an opposing rook. It is good. This prevents an assault on a rook that might have been taken. It is ideal. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. A powerful play. It is quite good. Perfectly on point. It's ideal. Both players were equally favored, which was balanced. It was a really competitive game. Both players had fantastic starts. Both players played fantastic middle game there.